What's going on, you guys? This is Aaron from Departures Capital and welcome to the video. In this video, we're talking all about the market crash, the volatility, how far it could go, all of our favorite sectors. These are your market minutes, and we're also talking about 5 interesting stocks that we might want to look at just as they've dropped so substantially throughout this market crash/correction. So stay tuned to the end of this video, please. It means the world to me, and I appreciate you guys tuning in, all the support, all the comments, all the likes. We finally got to 29.6K. Let's get to 30K. Sub growth has been a little bit slow recently due to the algorithm or whatever. I don't know, but thank you for tuning in. And last but not least, before we dive into this, if you do support me in the channel and all the videos, the first thing we need from you guys is to kindly explode that like button. It takes just 1 second of your time, but it helps my videos so very much, along with if you are a new viewer to the channel. Haven't had a chance to subscribe yet, but you appreciate market recaps, news and updates just like this one, or new and exciting company CEO interviews and all the other videos that we make, then of course don't forget to catch that subscribe button and ring the market bell for notifications. And let's get straight into this interesting video. And I'm sure you guys have been worried a little bit about the volatility. I saw the futures dropping overnight and I said to myself, oh my gosh, tomorrow's going to be a red day. I can feel it. And wow, it is quite a red day as we're selling off into the close here. It's just 2:17 p.m. Eastern time, but we are seeing the Dow, S&P, and the NASDAQ roll over yet again. The Dow's down 3.2. Actually, all the 3 indices are down 3.2%, which is quite interesting. So no specific index is lagging or leading. It's pretty much neck and neck today. So let's see what's going on. So the S&P and the Dow hit their lowest levels since late September on Wednesday as global illness issues surged globally and fears of a contested political event added to worries next week. So shares of hotels, airlines, anything sensitive to this whole global illness fell quite substantially. So we are seeing a pickup of the second wave, and we'll see how bad it gets. Fingers crossed, we get it under control once again. And, I just want the world to get through it. I think that's the main thing. Everybody wants things to go back to normal. It's very unfortunate. I would love to travel again, but doesn't look like that's going to be happening for a little while. So let's get into comment of the day first. And we're just going to pick 3 quick comments. JP Rowe, keeping cash is so hard right now. So many discounts on good names, but did not pull the trigger yet. And you're lucky, my friend, because today was a much more red day than yesterday was. And maybe, I hope you picked up some good deals today. Maybe if you did, let me know. Drop those comments below, guys. I want to know. So drop the comments. Let me know, what stocks were you guys buying today? Were you selling anything? Did you keep some cash on hand? I've essentially been buying throughout this whole correction, and I did do a little bit more buying today, which I will announce for our full access insider members. Of course, if you're interested in, seeing our full portfolio, all the trades we make, take a look at our full access insider membership group. It's just in the description below. And let's get into the next comment. So M. Ermit, what do you think if the dollar tanks? I interpret this: you will make money if a country's currency were to fall. If correct, I understand. So be it. What about the business and the people? Any concerns towards them as people? See the contradiction? Yeah, I mean, I totally get that. But at the same time, this is a channel about investing, and we need to play different scenarios and play the markets. And that's a tough question. I mean, when ethics come into play, you can always play that side. But I don't really have an answer towards that other than, of course, we're concerned for businesses and the people. But the best thing we can do is, support them, buy the stocks that you like. I mean, at the end of the day, you're managing your portfolio. So I'm going to make the trades that I see playing out. And that's just it. It's just business. So thank you for your concerns. I don't mind questions like that. It's nice to get another opinion, another perspective, obviously. And it's nice to be able to do what you can do. But at the end of the day, I mean, we're investing to make money. And if the dollar falls, whether I buy gold stocks or I don't buy gold stocks, and they go up or down, I mean, the only person winning or losing in this case is me. Brian Stewart, third comment of the day. Hi, Aaron. You may want to look at Palladium 1, ticker PDM. Eric Sprout owns more than 10%. They're drilling their project in Finland. Full disclosure, I own some shares. Awesome. So I will have to take a look at that one. I have heard about the company, but thank you for sharing that. And share all your favorite tickers, because we are continuing to build our watch list for Departure stocks, which brings us to our next point. So today we'll be rebranding Departure stocks, maybe making a couple playlists and developing a strategy and a plan for this new channel. Now, for anyone who hasn't subscribed yet, check out Departure Stocks. It'll be the first link below in the description. It's our brand new channel. We simply talk, all about different stocks. That's why it's called Departure Stocks. There's no sponsored content on the channel. It's strictly my opinion, guys. So if you want to hear what I have to say about a few topics, you want to request a video, I answer all the comments on that channel as well. So it's going to be a very interactive, community-focused channel above and beyond Departures Capital, because we drop a lot of sponsored content on Departures Capital. We also drop the Market Minute show, but I made Departure Stocks for the simple fact that, right now I want this to be our raw channel where we have discussions, really good opinions. It's raw and edited form, and check it out. Let me know what you think. But so far it's been growing awesome. We're almost at 300 subscribers. Let's get that to 300 subscribers. Subscribe, hit the bell, check out some of our videos, and I will be dropping a new video today on Departure Stocks talking about my 3 favorite silver mining stocks, cheap silver mining stocks that have pulled back in this market, just because silver has been a pretty hot topic and silver is pulling back quite substantially today. So anyways, guys, let's get into the rest of this video. So in terms of the Dow, S&P, and the Nasdaq, like we said, down over 3%. It's been pretty choppy. We haven't really seen much of a bounce today, which somewhat surprised me. There was not many buyers in the market today, and that was pretty surprising, to be honest. Let's take a look and see what's going on for the gold and silver market. So gold is down 1.71%, silver is down 4.65%. So silver is declining quite substantially today, and I want to take a look at some silver miners for Departures Capital stocks. In this video, we're taking a look at 5 companies. There is one silver miner, but let's take a look and see what Kitco has to say. I just pulled up a few quick articles. I want to kind of give you guys some commentary on what they're saying about that. So why a return to gold standard is a solution for monetary instability. Excessive monetary stimulus, a byproduct of an undisciplined fiat money system, will create problems for our economy as well as financial distortions. And the long-term solution is a monetary reset. Wouldn't that be something else? I don't know if that's possible right now at this point, but that would be quite interesting. It's an interesting theory to entertain. We've done it in the past, but I just don't know if that's possible right now due to the amount of money in the system. Let me know in the comments if you think it's possible, or we could in fact go back to a gold standard. I feel like the price of gold would have to go up a lot more if that was to be the case, like something like 5,000 or 10,000 per ounce, just because there's so much money out there in the system right now, and I feel like gold and silver are being manipulated a little bit. But that's just my opinion. Let me know, guys. Gold at 4-week lows as near-term technical posture weakens. So I do see the technicals for gold weakening as the market starts to sell off and investors start to liquidate, and we could see more of a pullback in gold if the markets continue to have days like this where we drop by 3 and 4%. Gold prices holding sharp losses have hit 4-week lows and are trading near the daily lows in late morning action on Wednesday. Strong gains US dollar index on this day are pressuring the precious metals. So let's take a look at the DXY, and of course, investors going into cash, we can expect gains for the DXY. It's up 0.5%, or 0.48 on the index. So guys, let's take a look and see what they're saying for silver. Silver price to push above $30 an ounce in 2021 despite short-term turbulence. So caught in a consolidation period, silver market could remain under pressure in the near term, which I do agree. In a report published Tuesday, UK-based metal research firm Metals Focus said because of resilient demand, gold should end the year near its highs. While we're looking into 2021, we see silver prices pushing well above $30 per ounce. So I'm in it for the long run, guys, and like they said, we could see some short-term pressure, we could see some short-term volatility, and I'm hoping to be able to make a little bit more money so I can continue to invest in some of my favorite companies. So that's kind of where I'm at, and I'm willing to accept the fact that the market could continue and might continue to pull back a little bit more. So we might even get some better prices. We got 2 more quick articles, then it's on to those 5 companies, the charts, and then that's it. We'll let you guys know exactly all the companies that we're looking at. So volatile gold moves expected into this whole political event. Major sell-off below 1840 are unlikely. So that's from MKS PAMP Group. ETF demand across gold has been buoyant in recent sessions, underpinning pricing above the psychological $1,900 support level, and we expect to see volatile pricing around this whole big event. Downside moves should remain shallow, and hard support through 1850 USD to 1840 USD the key for near-term pricing. So those are some new levels to watch, and we'll take a look at the charts in just 2 seconds. The last thing I wanted to talk about was another awesome article. And, Kitco is just such a great website for all of things gold and silver related, but specifically this interview, gold sector faces existential issue, incoming M&A wave, says ex-Gold Corp CEO. So this is what we saw back in the MJ sector, but I think it's different this time because the fundamentals of this market, I'm much more in favor of. But we saw, the market take off. We saw a lot of small cap companies, put their name on the map. So many of these small cap exploration companies. There's a ton now. There's a lot of gold and silver mining small cap companies right now. So I do feel like what he's saying is true, that there will be lots of consolidation within the sector, buyouts, mergers, takeovers, things like that. So let's see what the Gold Corp, or the former Gold Corp CEO, had to say. So there are very few players who are going to be able to dance with each other at the top anymore. I think large-scale consolidation is by and large done. I think it's going to be the mid-tier, where there's been a proliferation of emerging producers and mid-tier producers that are probably too many of them, and they're all facing depleting reserve and production profiles, and they haven't had any significant success on the exploration side. So capital flowing to the exploration side, very important. Reserves kind of drying up, and that's when the majors, in my opinion, are going to move in and start to swoop up the mid to small cap producers and the exploration stage companies, just because they need to beef up those reserves. They need to have a plan. A lot of these companies, or some of these companies, their mine lives might be only a couple of years left. So that is something that we need to take into consideration. Okay, a company's making money now, great. They've got a couple of years left, great. But what happens after that? So I do agree with him when he says, large scale consolidation, there's not really going to be much more of that. It's not like, Newmont's going to buy Barrick. Maybe it could happen one day, but who knows? But I don't think so. I think the consolidation will be within the mid to small cap sector. So that is something to consider. And when you own exploration stage companies, you also got to think, there's more risk, of course, but there's also a better chance of, a company acquiring them or investing into them or things like that. So that's why I like the small cap sector. More M&A activity, more exciting, more volatile. Right now, more volatile to the downside, so there are more losses. But in the future, I feel like we will see some really nice gains for a lot of these exploration stage companies. Hopefully the ones that we're talking about. That's the plan, guys. So let's take a quick look at the chart here for gold, and I want to see where they see support at 1850. So they might be talking about those September lows. Those September lows around 1850. I know that that was our most substantial pullback after the initial rally up and pullback to roughly 1875, and then we bounced and kind of traded sideways, but consistently made lower highs. So the gold market, gold does continue to look like it's consolidating, and like I said, with technicals looking a little bit more bearish, but I do see 1850 as a decent level of support. We don't have anything for the next couple years to kind of go off of, just as gold pretty much broke out. Once gold got above 1780, 1800, then it was pretty much, hadn't been that high in 7 years. So I still like this consolidation that's happening. I think we're going to hit support around 1850 and then hopefully stabilize and get ready to move higher. So silver, on the other hand, is a totally different story. Once again, much more volatile than gold. But I do see silver having some really nice gains in the months to come and into 2021. So I agree with their opinions. Let me know if you guys feel differently, and let's talk about the 5 companies. The first company, of course, is MindMed, and guys, I couldn't resist. The stock has sold off quite substantially. We had a really nice bounce today off of roughly 96 cents. I grabbed the low on the day. I had to add some. Finally, I'm happy with my position. We're still above $1. My initial position was right in and around 50 or 45 cents. So I'm still feeling good about it. And if we look at it, and if we look at the long-term charts, MindMed did need a bit of a pullback. So for anyone who was on the fence about it, I got a lot of messages from my friends saying, oh my gosh, MindMed, look at MindMed. I said, yeah, man, I'm picking up some more shares today. Don't copy me. But anyways, I think, we're looking at it right now. I hope MindMed holds above $1. It's pulled back quite substantially. I'm very long-term on this company. I think they eventually will get onto the NASDAQ, and it's an exciting time for this new and emerging psychedelic space. So best of luck to MindMed. The next company we're taking a look at, and we've talked about this one for a while, is TAT Lifestyle and Wellness. Now, this stock had a very tremendous run. When it IPO'd around 70, 80 cents, shot up all the way to 52-week highs of $4.40, and now we're back down to $2.21 with a very substantial decline today. So for anyone who was on the fence, looking at TAT, I think, around the $2, the low $2 to $2 level might be an interesting time to take a look at TAT. They definitely have a lot more stuff in the pipeline. We will be making more videos about them, but the stock has definitely cooled off. And this is one stock that, it's a high growth stock. It's a high risk stock. It's a disruptive company, and it's going to be volatile on the upside and on the downside. So this is one that I'm definitely looking at. Third company, fairly large cap silver mining company, one of my favorite stocks, biggest position in the silver sector, Fortuna Silver Mines, and the stock is down 10.11% today. So I've been looking for an entry point when it comes to Fortuna Silver Mines, and I haven't been really confident buying above $9. I mean, I do think it's going back to the double digits. I think we're going to see more gains for the company, but right now I kind of been on the fence, but I am very tempted right now to buy the dip in shares of Fortuna at $8.50, and I think it's a decent entry point. The charts look pretty good. They look pretty supported. We're not trending downwards. It's fairly neutral. So I think that this stock has held on very well, but I also think it's due to the fact that they're already producing silver, and they're going to be producing lots of gold into 2021 with commercial production of their Lindero gold mine. So that's definitely one that caught my eye. And this is above and beyond the same stocks that we talk about all the time. I wanted to throw this in here and just give my opinion as to where I think they're at. And then the two companies, these are two companies that haven't performed well. These are two companies that I have invested quite a bit in over the last while, as one could say the knife has been falling. But I do think in the long run, they're going to start to recover. Fingers crossed. Of course, we can't predict the future, but Tourmaline Metals is now down 10.42% at 86 cents. The last time I bought this was yesterday at 91 when it dipped, and that'll probably be the last time I buy this company until we hit, I want to say the 60, 70 cents. If it hits that low, I will probably pick up some more, but Tourmaline has sold off quite substantially from their 52-week highs of $1.80 all the way down to 86 cents. So Tourmaline Metals exploring for high-grade gold in South America, led by a pretty awesome team and Brian Sazarchuk. So I'm in on his stuff. I mean, I like what I see. And Fosterville, that's the fifth and final company that we're looking at today. Fosterville is down another 4%, down to the low twos now, with that vote coming up for the Leviathan Gold Spinco. And Fosterville's had a rough go from hitting highs of over $5. I believe it was $5.30 to lows now of $2 and basically touching $2. So let's pull up the technicals real quick for Fosterville, because I feel like this thing is getting way oversold. The RSI has shot through the floor at 26, and I think that this is going to inevitably bounce at some point. At this point though, guys, I could see it falling into, the $1 level. Bearish case, I think we're going to settle around $1.60, $1.70. We might bounce off of that support if you want to try and draw that line, or we might run into some support around $1.80. But I think we will hit support eventually. It's been a rough go for Fosterville, but I do think there are more gains in store for the company, especially the industry that they're in. And they just made an acquisition, so we got to take that into account. But I do feel like they have a long-term strategy, and all it's going to take for this company is to get some good drill results out there, expand their resource, show the market that they have a really good property with some proven ounces in the ground. I think that's all that it's going to take. And so far it looks like they've just used what they had in order to fund and finance that. So the stock ran to 5. They've raised some money along the way. They've acquired some properties. They've got some new drill licenses. They're going to be starting more drilling in Australia. Let's not forget that we're going into the spring in Australia. So when all these Canadian producers are having a little bit more trouble in the winter, the ground's going to be nice and soft in Australia. So I'm pretty excited about that. Not that that makes that big of a difference, but that's just my thoughts. So correct me if I'm wrong. Anyways, guys, let's get into the charts and that'll be it for the video. So in terms of what's going on for all of the charts, it's a super sunny day today. And you know what, guys? We're actually going to skip the charts, although we will take a look at the charts for investing.com because I just noticed that my market streamer is in the wrong account. So we actually don't have the charts pulled up, but I want to go over, the precious metal sector specifically, just as we put a lot of emphasis on the precious metal sector. And these are our watch lists in our investing.com account. So let's take a look and see what are the biggest losers on the day. And Silvercorp, Coeur Mining, and Fortuna Silver, three biggest losers, also followed by Pan American Silver down 9%. But all of the silver stocks in this watch list are in the red. Now, in terms of gold stocks, let's see what's going on for the gold sector. Golden Goliath is the biggest loser, down 14.29%. Genesis Metals down 12%. Tourmaline Metals down 10%. So it's not just a company-specific problem, at least by the looks of it in terms of this sell-off today for Tourmaline. In fact, Fosterville is faring pretty well compared to the rest of the stocks declining only 5%. It's actually the second smallest decliner. That's it for our gold and silver watch list. I simply wanted to pull up our departure stocks watch list. This is for our new channel, but we are compiling a watch list of all the viewer requested stocks that we're going to keep our eyes on. And in terms of the day, Trigon Metals, Benchmark Metals, and FPX Nickel are the three biggest losers. Three biggest gainers, and there are three stocks in the green: Sun Metals, Dirt Environment, and Max Resource. So guys, I want to take a quick look at two more watch lists, as we're not going to do that market streamer today, just as we're on the wrong account. So in terms of our gold and silver stocks, we are seeing Golden Goliath, Genesis, and Tourmaline, three biggest losers. What I am noticing right now is, a lot of these small cap exploration companies are just falling like substantially today. So I don't think it's a company-specific problem with Tourmaline, although Tourmaline has been on the decline. And Fosterville is, the second smallest loser. So Fosterville has declined a lot over the last little while. So that's kind of expected. Now let's take a quick look at our silver watch list. Biggest losers for the silver mining sector: Silvercorp Metals, Coeur Mining, and Fortuna Silver, followed by Pan American Silver down 9%. So it is a red day, pure red day for the silver sector. Last but not least, I wanted to take a look at our departures stocks watch list. So guys, if you do have a stock, your favorite stock that you want me to take a look at, I will be making videos specifically on your favorite stocks, also on the stocks that I'm looking at, my opinion, and different various topics for the new channel. But also, drop those tickers below on this video as well as on the departure stocks video, and I will add them to the list. So the biggest losers are Trigon Metals, Benchmark Metals, and FPX Nickel. With the three biggest gainers, Max Resources, Dirt Environment, and Sun Metals, the only three stocks in the portfolio or in the watch list that are in the green. So anyways, guys, that wraps up the video. Let me know your thoughts on the market. And I feel like it's an interesting time right now when it comes to the markets. We haven't seen much buying today. That leads me to believe that people are selling, but they're not really planning on buying. So I'm guessing that they're just kind of keeping some cash on the sidelines, waiting to see what happens, and then they might pull the trigger on a few things. But that's kind of what I think is going to happen over the next little while. It's definitely going to be bumpy up until Tuesday, and then Wednesday we'll see the market reaction. So it's exciting times. Buckle up, guys. Get your popcorn ready. That's it. We're out of here, guys. Always remember, Departures Capital is for information, education, and entertainment purposes only. Don't buy or sell a stock because you heard it on here. Buy or sell a stock because you've done your research, you've done your thorough due diligence, and you're making your own personal investment decisions for yourself. This video is not financial advice. We'll see you guys in our next video.